Hey everyone, this is Iron Torch 20 and we are continuing the portable summer with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Radical Rescue. This one came out in 1993. It's a pretty unique game, and for the most part the Turtles have had a pretty solid track record when it comes to making games, with most of them being beat-em-ups, with of course the best one being Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time. But unfortunately, since Turtles in Time was so good, some of the other great games like the Manhattan Project and also this one kinda get left in the shadows when compared to how awesome Turtles in Time is. But then again, I don't really see it as that big a problem, but at the same time, there are plenty of good Turtles games out there. And I did mention that this is actually going to be the first Ninja Turtles game I've ever done for for my Let's Play channel. I mean, I've done plenty of games based off of cartoons and movies and those kind of things, and for the most part there are good ones out there. But yeah, some of them are just really half-assed and end up making pretty bad games. But this, however, is a good one. And basically what we're doing is, or the story is, this just picks up back where Back to the Sewers left off, and Back to the Sewers is the second one for Game Boy. So either way, all we got here is that Don, Raph, and Leo and Splinter end up having to save April again. So naturally they head for the forest, or not the forest, the fortress. Keep mixing those up. But yeah, for some reason Michelangelo was out getting pizza and nobody else was. So naturally he's the only one left. And of course, Shredder somehow figures out how to hack their TV and end up giving them a message. And I think that's something I also mentioned in Mega Man 7, as to how Shredder knows how to do that, but I guess every villain knows how to do that. But either way, what we gotta do is we gotta head to this fortress and kick Shredder's butt, and also take out the rest of the Foot Clan. Okay, well I guess it's an abandoned mine. But still, abandoned anything makes a good hideout. So yeah, we got Michelangelo to work with here, and just to fill you guys in on the mechanics, the controls are pretty solid. You get your basic attack, you get a jump kick, you get to control yourself in midair. It all works out pretty well. But the the really unique thing with this game is that each turtle is going to have different abilities that you have to use interchangeably in order to make it through this game. And in Michelangelo's case, he can glide using his nunchucks as kind of a helicopter. And then that's going to make platforming a little bit easier. But yeah, the thing with this game is that this game is a Metroidvania, and you get your map here. And basically those black dots are just what's where. And yeah, the thing with Metroidvanias is that you have to get certain abilities, or you have to get certain things in order to advance in the game. And in this case, you have to rescue other turtles in order to find different areas. And you also have to get keys and cards and those kind of things to open locked doors and access other parts of this fortress. And yeah, one thing that is going to make this Let's Play kind of difficult to do is that the game is very loosely structured. I mean, it's not really that rigid for a Metroidvania, but at the same time, it does do a lot of things right. Although one thing I could do without is the respawning enemies, but that is going to be an issue for this game. And also lots of falling rocks. Falling rocks are definitely going to be one of the biggest problems early on. And if you see the map, I have to actually go down then left. You can try going to the right, but since we don't have all the necessary stuff in order to advance, we can't really do much with it. And it's an easy way to get yourself hurt. Let's see, down here is actually where we need to go once we get the first card. And really the thing with the cards Yeah, I'm just trying... Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the door. But yeah, the thing with the cards is you use those to open doors, you use lock keys to rescue your buddies. And also, the turtles you rescued, you can switch them at any time. But unfortunately, everybody shares the same life bar, so that's one of the things that makes this game very tricky. And the other thing that makes this game very tough is that there are a lot of big rooms, there are a lot of enemies, and also it's just really easy to get your ass kicked going anywhere in this game. Okay, I need to go down and to the right. I mean, down and to the left. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why they have so many, so many of those whole pizzas lying around, is that they basically act like the fairies in Legend of Zelda that you use in the bottles. And basically, whenever you run out of health, they end up refilling your health. And that's one reason why there's so many of them lying around. Let's see, this is just a one-way door. Not really that big a deal. And now probably my least favorite enemy in the early part of this game, which is the rock-throwing foot soldiers. And the main thing with those rock-throwing foot soldiers is that their shots do a lot of damage early on, and early on you do have a really small health bar, and that's going to lead to a lot of early deaths, which, you know, is normal for a Metroidvania that you start off kind of weak. Well, with that said, we are here at our first boss, and in this game the bosses are really the toughest part. So now we get to meet our first boss, and it's going to be Scratch. Okay, he's going to go there, so he's going to charge. And really, with these bosses, if you try standing there and slugging it out with them, you are going to get your green ass handed to you like that. So yeah, really, I'm just waiting for him to charge. Okay, and now charge again. And whenever he does two hops like that, he's going to charge all the way. So that's something we have to keep into account. And yeah, I am trying to stay far away from him because that punch can do a lot of damage. Okay, good. He almost screwed with my timing there. And yeah, really what we have to do is that we have to keep good distance from him, and also just strike whenever we can. And really the best time to strike is whenever he's trying to wind up that iron ball to hit you with. And yeah, what I'm doing here is that I'm just trying to use that to my advantage. And yeah, the thing is that it is really tough, and then you also have to be really patient when it comes to anticipating this guy's patterns. But fortunately, if you get enough work in, then you can get enough shots in, and then he's done. So now we got our first key, and now with this we can rescue our first turtle. And see, the way you find where your buddy is that you have to go to the map, and then you have to just see where the black dot is. And I will say, the map, it's useful, but it's not terrific. But the best map that I could find was actually in the Nintendo Power of Mega Man X. In fact, I actually brought my Nintendo Power of Mega Man X with me, just for this map. And the reason for that is just because it's also very useful, and also, I am really gonna need it for this game. I mean, I keep talking up how difficult this game is, but it really can beat your ass if you're not careful. So, let's see, I gotta go up. Oh, damn it. That's also the problem with these games with ladders, is that sometimes you mean to duck and hit an enemy, but then you end up climbing down a ladder, and you know, that stuff happens. And let's see, we are gonna find health upgrades in this game, so fortunately we don't have to live with this short health bar forever. Which is a great thing too, because the bosses later on, especially Shredder at the end, spoiler alert, are pretty brutal. So let's just get going here. Let's see, to get to our buddy, we're gonna have to just make these jumps. Yes, thanks for that, game. But with that said, Leonardo is now saved and we can now play as Leonardo. And also you do get the password, which is good because in this game, even though there are limited continues, you do get to use the password to pick up wherever you're left off, which is also extremely useful in the last stage of the game. Well, I guess technically they're not stages, but like the last room of the game, I should say. So let's see, what I need to do is I need to find a card now. And also, one thing that can be a little tricky to deal with is okay, I did not want to do that. Let's see, that can be tricky is that there are enemies that can pop up out of nowhere from above you. But now we get to get into Leo's special ability, which is that he can use his sword to drill through certain blocks. And you can get things like a health upgrade with that. And we're also going to need that to get some other stuff too. So let's see, I just need to make my way over to the right. But yeah, hopefully everybody out there is enjoying this whole portable summer thing. I mean, I'm still getting into watching some of the Zelda games that are being played, and also a lot of good Pokemon games out there too. So let's see, I just need to carefully make my way across, and really it's because I just don't feel like getting hit too much. And as I've said numerous times, this is not the kind of game where you can just bum rush your way through. So let's see, to make it through this I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'm just trying to remember where to go here. Let's see, I think what needs to be done is I need to go this way and then drill through here with Leo. And yeah, this does take a while, but it is worth it. You know what, I might have actually gone the wrong way. Yeah, I did go the wrong way. Or actually, maybe not. I think I can still get there from here. Except I'm gonna have to switch to Mike. Okay, yeah, see, the thing is, I need to get to... Well, these things. Anyway, the thing is, I need to get to that block on the right, which is gonna be up and then to the right. And yeah, it's... Oh, damn it, that's what I was talking about earlier with the enemies that pop up out of nowhere. Okay, yeah, this is where I need to go. And we have got card 1, and card 1 is going to be used to unlock the next area. And you know what, I kind of don't like this part because I don't know where the spikes are. Okay, well, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to take the hit. And the good news is, if you pick up the pizza while you already have one in reserve, you do get an automatic health refill. Which I might need now with the way this is going. Okay, yeah, we might as well bite the bullet and get that pizza. The good news is the pizzas do respawn, so once you find a reliable place to get those kind of health, or those kind of power-ups, you are going to want to use them as much as you can. So let's see, now I need to get up here without screwing up again. And I'm already screwing up. This time I just need to get my timing right. I think that's the biggest problem. Alright, just like so. Alright, so now that we got that, I'll just meet you back at the room with the card. Alright, well either way, that was a much shorter backtrack than I thought it would be, so maybe I might not have to edit things out. Let's see, what we need to do is we need to open that door at the bottom. And yeah, this is where the card is going to come in. And now with that, we've got access to the next area. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and call the video here, so join me next time as we venture further into this fortress and hopefully rescue more of our buddies. See you then.